headaches right now.
Liliana's eyelids fluttered weakly. Her voice dropped to a raspy whisper.
This new child, I sense. Maminka, let's not get into prophecies again. It wears you out. I sense dark shadows, and I see.
She squeezed her eyes closed, then immediately snapped them open again.
An eyeball.
Yosef let out a long sigh.
Just the one?
Liliana's bleary gaze sharpened as she turned it to where many ink-smeared words had been scrawled on the wall.
This new child is the one I've been dreaming about.
Yosef pinched the bridge of his nose.
You should sleep. The doctor said you'd feel better in the morning.
The doctor was wrong,
Liliana whispered, summoning a weak smile.
My time is nigh, and I am more than ready.
Don't say that.
One day, you'll believe me again,
Liliana rasped.
One day, you'll see I'm not the foolish old woman your sister thinks of me as.
I don't think you're foolish, but you are rather pale.
Across the river, the clunking gears of the astronomical clock echoed through big old town square. Despite being too far away to hear it, Liliana turned her gaze in its direction. On the top floor of the Vaškov residence, the scream of a newborn baby filled the air, and at the very same moment, in the candle-lit attic room, Liliana sagged into her pillow. The baby's first breath had coincided, precisely, with Liliana's last. The astronomical clock began to chime the hour. 12 strikes. Midnight. Chapter 1. The 12th child born into the Vaškov family was a girl with hair the colour of spider silk and candle smoke eyes, flecked with the palest blue. As those eyes fluttered open for the first time, her family peered down into her crib, as if studying a rare and mystifying scientific phenomenon.
She has Mama's small twitchy nose, said a younger girl.
And Tata's perfectly symmetrical dimples,
said an older boy. The baby hiccuped, her gaze drifting toward a shadow on the wall.
Her eyes, though, said another child. Where did those come from?
They all looked to their mother, waiting for her to offer a hypothesis. Instead, they were greeted by a frown.
We've examined this little specimen enough for now, their father said quickly. I'm sure we can all agree she's splendid, and that it's time for breakfast.
All 11 children nodded in agreement, some with their father's first statement, some with his second. A few hours and pastry-fueled negotiations later, the children had settled on a name for the newest sister, Ema. No one was more taken with the littlest child than the eldest child, Františka. Before Emma's first morning was over, Františka had fashioned a sling out of a scarf and tucked Emma inside it.
I will take her everywhere I go, she declared, and I will show her all there is to see.
When Milena opened her mouth to protest, Františka silenced her with a shake of her head.
You feed her milk, I'll feed her wisdom, said Františka decisively. Besides, every child in this family has a twin, except for me and little Emma here. I see no reason why we cannot form our own unconventional twinship.
And so it was that Emma found herself nestled in the arms of a 10-year-old philosopher each day, listening to her soothing commentary as they roamed the house.
A normal drawing room would be full of elegant chairs, a beautifully woven carpet, and gossiping ladies in frilly dresses. But Mama is a meteorologist and prefers entertaining ideas rather than people. You'll notice these chairs all have chemical burns that no amount of patching up will cover, and Mama has painted the periodic table on the floorboards to save her having to squint at the one on the wall.
Are you criticizing my decorating skills? Milena said, peering up from her clutter-strewn desk.
Not at all, Františka said. I'm merely